Introducing Nose to Tail, a podcast where we explore the world of aviation lifecycle solutions, insights, and more. Presented by Jet Midwest.
Welcome back to Chicago, everybody. We're here at MRO Americas, and I'm here with David, who's the CEO of Bonus Tech. David, how you doing?
Fine, thank you.
A good first day of the show?
Very good. Thank you for welcoming me.
Yeah, I'm super glad you're able to join us. You know, I always like to get to know everybody, maybe a little background, how you got started in aviation, and really how did that transition you into Bonus Tech?
All right, so I've been working in this industry for the last 22 years within Air France KLM Group. So I'm still an Air France employee today. And working for engines for the last 17 years. So I jumped in this industry and I stayed there because it's a passion for engines on engine side. And after working on operational side, asset management on engines, phase in, phase out, warehouses, logistics, technical side as well. I was responsible of the engine shop in Charles de Gaulle, including the test cell for a couple of years. And finally, technical sales director to sell engine services worldwide. So great to meet a lot of different customers, different cultures, keep on working on that. And in July 22, I was appointed as the CEO of Bonus Tech in Miami, Florida. And we are an engine teardown specialized company that helps support, such as Jet Midwest, to tear down engines. So we tear down a lot of platforms. Pratt & Whitney, Rolls-Royce, GE, CFM, IAE. So very large capability. And then the intention is to, of course, to make the company grow, have more customers, increase our service level, and all types of activity around the asset management that can help our customers. But small world, the engine world, I entered that again 70 years ago, and I'm not ready to escape. I really love that. So.
Well, it's interesting because I don't think there is an escape from the aviation marketplace at all. I'm pretty sure no other industry would take us, even if we were available. It's also interesting because a lot of times people have that genre within aviation that they really are attracted to and they stick with. And there's a lot of airframe guys and there's a lot of engine guys. And a lot of times when you see those folks go to the engine side, they just kind of stick there. They don't move around from, I do flight surfaces or landing gear or nacelles. No, that's airframe. Stay over there. And the engine guys just seem to have this passion for everything engine. Certainly from a value standpoint, it's a pretty good place to be, right? There's an awful lot of value from the overall aircraft sitting in the engines. And, that really sounds like what you're doing on the dismantle side. You're really helping companies like ours extract the value out of those assets once they've reached that life limit.
Cool.
Can you talk a little bit about how Bonus Tech was really developed in terms of the teardown and how that complements maybe what's happening at the Air France engine shop or the Air France selling its engine services?
So yeah, Air France KLM is a customers for us as any other customers. So we support them as we support any customers. Of course, on engine side, so very good animal, beautiful animal. On technical side, first, economics, a lot of value there. So this is very interesting, as I said, animal. And then, of course, the costs during the repair of the engines is mainly focused on parts, maybe 80% of the value. Then, everybody has to make some savings or to improve the costs, and the used material is key. So this is where, for a long time, and there will still be a lot of needs for that. So it's quite promising business. In a way, we help customers in their targets, in their projects, ROI. We contribute for that. So it's very, very nice for us. It's a lot of added value. It's a pleasure as well. And in certain way, what I like is that tearing down engines, we contribute in a way to recycle material. So environment point of view, it's something else I would add that is really complete the picture. It's really nice activity. So still promising in the future as well, because with the old fleets, there will be a lot of opportunity. And again, the needs will be there for ages. So it's a long-term story.
So as you work through the teardown and recycling, about how many engines does Bonus Tech dismantle on an annual basis?
Let's say today we are in a range of 120, 150, depending on the year. So it's increasing for sure. Probably it will even be more in the future. I hope in the future. When we have a look on the, let's say, assumptions about retirement of fleets, there will be more for the coming 5 years. And we have solutions to increase the capacity quite rapidly. We have everything we need to do that. We have solutions to work differently with several shifts, for instance, among other solutions. So today, to answer your question, let's say 150 a year and hopefully rapidly more, much more.
So is that going to be an expansion of the physical building and the amount of manpower, or is it maybe more focused on more duplicate inventory in terms of, the same engine type coming through over and over where you're gaining efficiency?
You're right, it's more on labor side because for the rest, our building is designed to receive more. So in terms of space, it's not an issue. It will not be an issue. It's more as currently in the industry, more a matter of labor. But this is something we can anticipate. So as long as we have assumptions for the future, yeah, it's something we can handle.
That's fantastic. I've talked with a lot of people in the aviation market from all different sectors. And one of the key things I keep hearing are these challenges that the OEMs are still having to supply components to really help get those upper level components, in this case engines, out of the shop and get those, back in service. They haven't fabricated enough HPT blades. They haven't made enough T1 discs or fan blades. And you guys are really solving that problem by being able to expedite the ability to recover those items out of the shop and be able to put those back into other engines. On an inspection level, what kind of inspection level does Bonus Tech provide? I'm curious. So for our side on the airframe, we're able to dismantle aircraft, and under certain circumstances, we're actually able to dismantle those aircraft and utilize AMM services to put 8130s on certain components. And curious if you guys have developed that same style for what you're doing at the engine teardown level, whether that's a recertification or even just a generalized inspection to give condition. Help me maybe understand what you guys are doing in that area.
So far, we focused on the teardown. This remains the core business. And you're right, it's something our customers and we need to provide. So we're in the trend to have the capability to do so. Hopefully, we hope to have it in the coming weeks. We work hard for that, but this is still a project, but clearly we are on the road to have it soon for the customers. And yes, to release inspection, the material after some repairs, could be inspections, could be something else, depending on where we want to offer to our customer. The need will drive the capability anyway.
Right.
Anytime the need. Otherwise, no added value. Hopefully, it will happen this year.
That's great. I certainly can say from an airframe perspective, we saw two consequences in a good way when we were able to utilize the AMM tagging and recertification process. A, we compressed our time cycle on recovering value, right? So if we had an aircraft that over 18 months, normally to achieve a certain marker, we were achieving that in 12 months and really cutting that span down, which was good, especially considering the volume of material that we go through. So it's a shorter recovery time on the cash. And then we also saw an uptick in the actual value of the units we're bringing to our clients. And I think a lot of that was being able to achieve shorter turn times. You just won more orders because there was more stuff ready to go. It's not a perfect equation, but I certainly hope you guys can achieve something similar where you can help those clients and or yourselves shorten that span of monetization of those assets. It gives us another reason to stick more engines in the shop and reproduce that same model.
We'll continue this discussion on the next episode of Nose to Tail, a podcast presented by Jet Midwest. Don't forget to please like and subscribe to our channel